effectual fervent door that is open unto me. And there are many adversaries. Sometimes adversaries come from nowhere and they show up at the doors that God is opening for us. And so I'm here to tell you that as much as the adversaries stood in the doorway, the Lord had an assignment and a purpose for my life. And because the Lord had an assignment and a purpose for my life, guess what? It didn't matter the attacks of the enemy. We are here, we are well, and we are good. In progress. And so we are going to quickly talk about 3 ways to improve communication. Whether you're married, you're single, or you're just going around and just waiting on God, wherever your status may be, I want to let you know that there is something here for you. Because the thing about communication is that it's an art. It's a skill. You must develop the skill. And with communication, with time, when you work on it, you become better. You master the skill of communication. I hope you can hear me, because I woke up this morning and I said my voice is raspy. I probably put on my heat too long. I usually get very cold at night. My husband gets hot and I get cold. So we put on the heater internally, and then I put on my own heater on the side of my bed. And so sometimes I put it on way too long and I wake up very raspy. Wonderful. Hi, Bibi. It is good to see you. The Lord bless you. And so I'm excited, guys. Last night we posted that we'll be going live every morning. Guys, it's as if going live once a week was not hard enough. That now we want to go every morning, but I know it's a new season and there's greater grace available. And so I want you to hold me accountable as well. If you don't see me, send me a message so that we can continue, because there's work to be done. Okay. The field is ripe, ready to harvest, and even though I wasn't live, I wasn't online, I wasn't coming on, I want to tell you, okay, that I was helping couples behind the scene. I continue to help couples behind the scene. People are always calling and pulling on me, not just professionally, but also personally as well. So I want to be here. I want to be here. Everything has come to try to silence me, silence my voice, but I will not be silenced. If you are here, I want you to type in, I will not be silenced. Share the broadcast with others. Let others know that we are live. Let others know that we are back. Let others know it's a new day. It's a new season. God is doing wonders. Let others know that life is happening. And I want to thank my beautiful assistant, okay, unofficially beautiful assistant, who held down the fort while I was gone for months on end, guys. I was gone for over 6 months, and she held down the fort, made sure it looked like I was here, right? So we bless the Lord that God will give you people that will help, that will build with you, that will support you in every area of your life. And so I'm grateful for you. So grateful for you. You know who you are. The Lord bless you mightily. So let's dive in. This one I'm supposed to go, the most I can go is till 7:30, right? Because them kids got to go to school, okay? Life is still happening. Life is still going. And so I have 15 more minutes. Let's see if I can do this justice. Yes, I'm excited to be back. My gosh, the devil is in trouble this season. If I come, guys, listen, I may come here without makeup, because you all know makeup has always been my issue. I don't like makeup. I like to be natural, because I came from very tough skin. My skin is not good at all. Like, every little thing will break me out. So I don't like putting things on my face. That is why sometimes coming on live is hard, because I'm like, I don't want to put on makeup. I don't want to do. So I'm coming without it, with or without makeup, I'm coming. There's lipstick. Thank and bless the Lord for my lipstick. That's it. And then we'll keep moving, all right? We're going to keep it natural. There is a word that needs to come out. There is a word. People need deliverance. And there's a word the Lord has put in my mouth for them. And so I don't want nothing to distract that word. So receive it openly and let others join this line. We are starting something new. And so let's begin. So this morning, may the Lord help me relay the message. 3 ways to improve communication. As I said, married or not, you can also improve your communication with your family, with your coworkers. But let me give you the 3 ways. Number 1, you must be an active listener. You must be what? An active listener. Active listening is a skill. As someone who was professionally trained as a social worker, I needed to learn the skill of active listening so that when I speak to my clients, they know that I'm listening to them and not twirling my finger, that I'm listening to them and I'm not on Facebook at the same time. Active listening is a skill. See, the problem in marriage is that a lot of people think marriage is just because I'm married, I got it. It's like motherhood and fatherhood. You're not automatically a father. You're not automatically a mother. Biologically, you become, okay? Biologically, you become when you give birth. However, there is a social aspect of mothering. There is a spiritual and emotional aspect of mothering that needs to come with skill. That's skill building. All right. So if you don't have that, don't just assume I'm a mother. And so here it is. Okay. So there are things that we must learn, and active listening is one of those things that we must learn to do better. And as we communicate with others. All right. So active listening, what that means is that you need to avoid interrupting the person. If someone is speaking, you don't interrupt them. Many of us listen to respond. We are ready to respond. In fact, as you're speaking, I'm formulating my answers. So the active listening part comes in when you say, I know what I want to say. I know exactly how to respond to this. You're saying something I did. All right. But I know I didn't do. Listen, if you're here, you're like, who is this girl that just showed up on my timeline? This is Coach Yeboah, okay? Coach Yeboah. I love teaching. I love helping people. I love specifically working with frustrated wives. I help frustrated wives because there's so many wives that are frustrated. And the Lord has raised me in this time to be a mouthpiece, to help many wives that are experiencing hardship. Many wives. And so I'm here to tell you there is hope at the end of the tunnel. There is faith that will be activated on your life if you choose to do something different. So I help those frustrated wives find fulfillment in life. And how do they do that? By honoring God. There is a place when you honor God. Listen, there's so many marriage coaches, marriage counselors, I'm different. Let me tell you how I'm different. By training, I'm a social worker. By training. I was also trained to be a coach. However, my heart, I was trained deeply as a social worker. So I learned trauma. I learned what trauma is. And over time, with all my experience, listen, I have over 13, 14 years of experience in the field. And in all those years, working with children, working with abused women, working for the military, working for all these people, and working also in church as a worker in the vineyard, guess what? I learned that when you are not born again, when you don't carry the fruits of the Spirit, it is hard for you to have a marriage that is based on the word of the Lord. Marriage needs to be centered by God. He created marriage. We remove God out of the marriage. Once you remove God, what else do you have left? Any foundation that is built without God, it will break, it will shake. Some are lucky. It shakes for a while. It shakes and it goes and it comes and it shakes and then it's like they're standing but it's shaking. But I'm here to tell you, for the most part, it will break. And when it breaks, God is able to restore the broken relationship to the way that He wants it to be. God will have to resurrect and raise that marriage to where it needs to be. And so I'm speaking not only from learning from, divine revelation, or but also speaking from experience. I myself have been married for over 10 years. I'm hitting 11 years very soon. And I'm here to tell you the enemy is not going to relinquish its hold on your marriage. Marriage, the enemy hates a marriage. The enemy hates marriage, okay? Especially the marriages that are kingdom built, that are for the kingdom, marriages that are together for the goodness of God, for the grace of God, for the power of God, marriages that are there to build the kingdom. The enemy will forever fight it. But listen, we're not moved by what we see. So I wanted to give you a little introduction of who I am. If you're wondering, who's this girl on my timeline? This is someone who is spirit filled, and I'm not like any other coach. I can boldly say that. I'm not. I'm not here to give you tips and facts. I'm here to give you the word that will bring deliverance. My job is to bring deliverance, to break and deliver people going through hardship, to remove, help you remove those traumas, because your traumas keep you bound. The traumas is why you're experiencing hardship in your marriage. Okay? And the traumas, you relinquish it to God, because once you give it to him, he's the God that is going to step in and help resolve the issues of your marriage. So you are welcome if you're new. You are welcome if you are old. And I'm glad to be here.